Hello there, Q.u.A.n.IQ here. So when I lived in New York, like I said in one of my other previous videos, my house burnt down, link in the description, and I moved around a lot. So I went to this one school for 4th grade, and it was elementary school. It was the end of the school, which I guess it's just a New York thing. I don't know if other places have it like that, because when I moved out to Pennsylvania, they had their elementary school end at 5th grade, and I was like, okay, that's weird. But yeah, so I had this teacher, and he got me into this charter school, which is like a school for smart kids. I don't know how the hell I got in there, and I was like, oh, I'm about to go to school with smart people. Get my education on. Okay, I wasn't like all of that back in the day, but yeah, I was excited. Now, in the school that I was in 4th grade, like I said, I had just moved over there, and I decided to, I don't know, I wanted to be the head person in charge of the school for like 2 months. I think it wasn't even like a long, throughout the whole school period or even that whole grade or anything like that. I decided to be a bully, but that only lasted for a little while because I got bored of it and it wasn't for me. And give me your lunch money was like, no. So I stopped. So given that, when I went to a new school, karma decided to be a bitch. And charter school was far away from my house, like really far, so I had to take a school bus because, like I said, my mom didn't drive. And I guess all of those people were already friends, and I don't even know how it started, but somehow, how many of them were there? I think there was 6 of us all together that got picked up at that specific location. Like, there was other people on the school bus, it wasn't just us. So they were all friends, and I guess they decided, you know, the new girl that we just met, let's bother her and bully her because she's quiet. Because I decided, you know, not to be a bully anymore. So I was like, let me be quiet and let me just stay, you know, in school and get good grades. And I don't know, I wanted to be like a super mega nerd, like not nerd, but like I wanted to pay attention to school for once and get good grades for once. That didn't end up happening, I'm gonna tell you that right now. But yeah, so this school that I went to for 2 years, 5th and 6th grade. Besides high school, that was the only school that I was in for 1, let alone 2 whole grades. So that tells you how much I moved. There was this guy, he was a bit heavier set. I don't remember I think he was like Hispanic or something. And then I remember there was this girl, she had like a little Yorkie. I never knew any of these damn people's names besides this guy. His name was George. He was so annoying, and he was like the class clown, and he was just be annoying. Sorry if the ankle is different, my dog had to pee. Anyways, I remember those 3 people, and then I think there was like another guy. I don't really remember because I try to block that part out of my memory because it was annoying. So yeah, but I remember, I guess now that I think about it, I think the school that I went to, because it was 3 schools in one, it was like a special needs school. I'm not sure what grades they had for that. And then there was an elementary school, like kindergarten through 4th grade or whatever. And then there was my school, you know, 5th through 8th grade. Well, I can only assume that those people that I had the bus with, they all went to this school since the beginning or for a while or something like that. And me being, you know, new, I guess they chose 1 student a year through all these applications through the raffle to get into this school, and I just happened to win the raffle, so I got in. And yeah. But I remember they would make fun of me for never like talking, and for never, well, I had money every once in a while, but it wasn't like an everyday thing. But for never like having any money, I remember they were making fun of my sneakers and my clothes, and it was annoying. And then they got everybody on the bus to join in with their laughter and their stupid jokes sometimes. For 5th grade, I went through that for the morning and the afternoon, you know, going to and from school. And besides that, I didn't really talk to anybody inside of the school. I mean, I did, when I first got there, I met these 2 girls that, I don't know, we hung out all the time. Well, in my eyes, we were best friends, but we get into that later. I hope I'm describing this right, because I feel like I'm not describing it good. I don't know. So I went through like all of 5th grade like that, but I was fine, because what I remember is the 2 girls that I became friends with, they were on my bus, I'm pretty sure, for 5th grade. And then for 6th grade they changed the whole bus thing, and they both left me, and I was stuck on this bus with these damn people that were annoying and I didn't like. So 5th grade was a bit bearable. Now 6th grade, okay, I don't know why, but you know, like school erasers, not like the ones that you carry, I would like rub them. I don't know, sometimes I would write on them like my name, or I draw something on them, and then, you know, it's like a canvas, you want to clean the slate and make it new so you could do it again. So I would like rub the eraser, and you know, that would come off of it, and then I can start all over. Or sometimes I would just rub the eraser to just make it, I don't know, those little stuff erasings that come off of it, just make it just like go away. I don't know, I was weird. But anyways, so I would do that, right? And then 6th grade, one day, all of a sudden in the morning, I'm waiting for the bus, and the heavier set guy, he was like the number 1 main one that did it, and him and that bitch with the Yorkie, like I said, I don't really pay attention. So he made some sort of speech saying something about since it was going to be a new year, he was going to try to be nicer and all this other crap and whatever. I don't know. So I remember oh my God. So I remember I had, like a sweater on, and I had my one hand in my pocket, and the hand that I was doing the eraser thing with, I had that like down, but I didn't want them to see it because I didn't want them to make fun of me, and I didn't want them to know or nothing, because it was kind of weird. So yeah. So I was doing that, and he was making some sort of speech, and he started going around and shaking everybody's hand. And then there was a couple people, like we were standing in like this lined circle thing for some reason, I don't know. And he started shaking their hands, and I didn't think he was gonna shake my hand because I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, because I wasn't paying attention, and he didn't like me, so I didn't think he was gonna be like, oh, let's shake hands, with his fake ass anyways. So yeah, I was like, oh, he probably just gonna, even if I do shake his hand, he's probably just gonna take it back in 2 seconds, and they're gonna start making fun of me again. So I didn't want to shake his hand anyways. But yeah, so he came to me and he's put his hand out, and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't think he was going to put his hand out for me. So I went to put my hand in my sweater to put the eraser down and come back and shake his hand. But as soon as I put my hand in my pocket, he was like, oh really, it's like that, blah blah blah, I'm trying to make amends, I'm trying to be nicer to you, but fuck you. And he spit at me. Yo, I did some sort of matrix thing, and I like hopped back from it, and it landed right in front of me, and I was like, did you really spit at me? Really? Because I didn't shake your nasty, crusty ass hand? Really? And then, yeah, so that started the sixth grade, and then from there they were just meaner, and somehow they got like everybody in the school to just do the same thing. Now, I still had my two friends that I was friends with before, and I say my school bus situation was, you know, day in the morning and in the evening, like that for the first year, because for the second year I would skip school. I would ride the public bus. Well, I would sneak onto the public bus because I couldn't tell my mom, so she wouldn't give me money for the bus, because, you know, why give me money for the bus when there's a free bus right there? Didn't make any sense. I didn't want her to know. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'd stay home, sneak onto the bus, and then to get back home, I would ride my friend's bus, because remember, they transferred to different bus, both of them, lucky. I would ride their bus to get to their stop, and then I would just, it was far from my house, so I would have to run from that bus stop all the way to my house. Oh my God, one day I saw my mom, and she almost saw me, and I was scared for my life, because if she would have saw me, she would have been like, why are you not coming from this direction when you're supposed to be either at home or coming from your bus in the complete opposite direction? And I would have had to explain all of this to her. I still don't ever think that I ever told her about this. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh my God, I didn't. Oh my God. Anyways, moving on. Now, me riding their bus only lasted for so long, because then the people on that bus started making fun of me, because George, ugly ass, fucking transferred from my bus to that bus, because he would sneak onto their bus too. And one day he told the bus driver I wasn't supposed to be there. He was like, why is this girl on this bus? She doesn't even live over here. She doesn't even go in this direction. She goes to the complete opposite direction. So you know what I did? I was like, okay, all right, you want to tell on me? You want to be a snitch? I could be a snitch right back. He is not supposed to be on this bus either. He is supposed to be on the bus that I'm supposed to be on. And then, yeah, that started drama with us. So me and him got kicked off of that bus, and we had to ride our old bus. And that made things worse, because I snitched on him, and he told all his little friends that was on that bus, and they would all make fun of me. And it was just a never ending cycle of just bullying. It was so annoying. I would like cry because I didn't want to go to school anymore, and I didn't want to be there, and I didn't want to say anything, and it was hard. It was annoying, but I moved on from it. And I was supposed to go there for, 7th and 8th grade, but we moved a couple towns over or whatever, and my mom was like, oh, there's a school right across the street from you. Do you want to go there, or do you want to go to this other school where I can figure out where to take the bus, and we can figure out, schedules and stuff like that? And I was like, don't even get into it. This school right across the street, I can go there, which that school too, my God. But yeah, so that was middle school bullies. I had to tell this story in order to tell another story, which is probably going to be up next, or I might just go to the rest of middle school and into high school, but I'm not sure yet, so I'll figure it out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, notifications, all that jazz. So I guess that was it. So until next time, bye.